Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is your boy D, and it's D's Daily DD. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button for me one time if you haven't already. Welcome back, family. If you're new, what's up? Um, Today, let me start off by saying I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I am solely a YouTube creator, and I'm here to give you my thoughts and opinions on stock market, stocks, cryptos, all kinds of, information on what's going on with the markets. But mostly I like right now talking about AMC. I'm a huge supporter of AMC, an investor in AMC. I hold a lot of shares of AMC. And so I get excited when good news comes out about AMC, right? So today, I noticed that we got good news. I'm going to talk about what the good news is. The past 2 days I didn't make a video because there was nothing really to talk about, and I have been right and wrong about a couple things. Last week, I started to notice the cost to borrow fee was skyrocketing like almost everybody else, right? But I broke it down. I did some research. If you watched my last video, there was similar patterns and similar things that happened around the May time, May time frame of 2021 with AMC and the cost to borrow. And I went back to look at GME back in January of 2021, and the same patterns happen, right? Where you have the cost to borrow fee skyrocket, and then it comes back down, and then usually you see the share price show some action, some heavy price action after that. So on that aspect, well, we haven't seen anything crazy yet, nothing parabolic, but I still think there's a window here in the next week or two that we could see that. And it's interesting how we got this Amazon news today, right? So I'm gonna break down that Amazon news. Yeah, but I'm pretty bullish on it. The tables seem to be turning where, bigger companies now are starting to pay attention to AMC and what they got going on, as well as, like Disney and everything that happened with Disney. And then that's the other part that I was actually right about last week, that I said I'm gonna be looking for some news on Sunday. And you can go back to my last video, check it out. Luckily I predicted that, and that was right. We got the Disney news, right? It wasn't like specifically on AMC, but it had to do with Disney replacing their CEO. And we know that the old CEO, that is the new CEO, has a relationship with Adam Aaron, and they talk about it and so on. So let's jump into the information, guys. It is almost Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, Blackout Wednesday. If you're going out tonight, be safe. And as we get prepared for Thanksgiving tomorrow, it should be a nice, relaxing day. Hopefully, right? Unless you're traveling and all that stuff. But yeah, just, tomorrow the market is closed. Remember that. And on Friday, it's open for a half day. So it should only be open for like 4 hours or so. And, we'll have to see what happens with AMC on that day. Okay, guys. But yeah, let's jump into this information that I want to talk about. Yeah, so I don't know what kind of drugs the short sellers are on right now, because what they're doing just doesn't make sense. I don't know why they're not scrambling to get out of their positions yet. But just with today's news, it just made me a whole lot more bullish on the situation. And here we go. So check this out. Movie theater stocks popped after report says Amazon plans to spend 1 billion on releases. And if you have heard the news, well, let me try to break it down and how they're going to do that. So cinema stocks got a boost after a report surfaced that Amazon plans to spend 1 billion with a B a year on theatrical film releases. The movie theater industry has struggled to return to pandemic levels because of lack of film content, and Adam Aaron stated that in the last interview, that he said he's like, bring on the content. The reason we're not excelling the sales and all that is because AMC, they don't have as many movies to put out as before either, so that's kind of holding them back. And a theatrical commitment from Amazon would be a confidence booster for the industry. And I agree, right? Because that's big money coming in. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what kind of drugs the short sellers are on, because during 2020, the pandemic, right, when everything was closed, they were trying to take AMC out of business, trying to short it to the ground. And basically, they failed, right? Because here is more proof that AMC is going to be around for a long time. Now that we're going to have, basically, because you got Disney, you got Amazon, you got Netflix, and they already have partnerships, right? Netflix and Disney already have partnerships with AMC. So cinema stocks got a boost Wednesday after reports that Amazon plans to invest on film releases. So what does this mean? This means they're going to be making about 12 to 15 movies per year. Bloomberg reported, citing people familiar with the matter, a smaller number of films will be produced in 2023 as Amazon builds up its output, report said. So Cinemark, this is what's funny to me, right? Like, make your own decisions when it comes to your financial investments. But when I look at this, so Cinemark, which they're going to be going bankrupt soon, right? They, from what I know, is that they filed for bankruptcy or looking into bankruptcy. Something, is going on with them because they don't have the retail support that AMC has had, and now AMC is a brand where whenever I think about the movies, I think about AMC, right? So, but that stock jumped 11% on the news. Crazy, huh? And then with IMAX too, IMAX went up 7% on the news, okay? And AMC 5%. Currently it's up 5.33. It was up to 8.5% or so, right? But I think it's amazing how the number one theater company is not getting the most reaction out of this, because from what I've seen from my research, it seems like AMC would be interested in buying a lot of these Cineworld, Cinemark theaters or whatever here in the future. So why would the other stocks jump more than AMC's? That's what I'm kind of getting at. But overall, it's a good news. It's a good statement that we got. So 1 billion on releases. That's a lot of money that they are investing into the movie business, right? Because they're probably realizing that they can make money off the tickets and the sales and so on. Okay. So when I went back, I was starting to look at the volume. So the AMC volume today was 36 million. And what's crazy is that on Ape, it's 40 million. This is, I think, all-time high volume for Ape, 40 million. But the past few days, there was extremely low volume. So all I did was I went back to May 21, and I was looking at because the cost of borrow fee was skyrocketing around this time frame, right? So when you look at the volume, you see that it drops pretty low, and then you see it pop back up, and then you start to see that heavy volume and the heavy price action. Okay, so that's why I'm keeping an eye on this for sure, right? Because I think there is a crazy move coming. And I don't know if you've seen that article, right? That's saying from the street, that's saying that AMC could be due for a parabolic move, a short squeeze here soon. So I've seen a few articles coming out like that. And let me point this out on GameStop. I've been tracking this triangle for a while, but what I notice here is that it has never lost this support, and now that it bounced off of it, I think we're coming to an end here. And I'm bullish because the super trend is about to flip, in my opinion, right? When we get that signal, that flip, we should see some green price action, because that's what happens every time it flips. It's already been red for a while. So this is going to be the resistance, but if it can break that resistance, I expect to see some heavy volume, some heavy volatility, right? That's why I have my little arrow there. Let's go back to AMC. This is where we're at right now. We're hitting the EMAs, right? So we crossed the 50, right? This one's the 50. This one's the 100, and this is the 200. So luckily, we're looking bullish right now. We're going to be testing the next resistance here, which is around $8.10. And then the major resistance, I think, will be around $10. That's the EMA, and that's the macro, line here, resistance that has been happening. So I gave you the two scenarios. Right now, we seem to be on the bullish move. So I don't know if we're gonna end up, coming back down, because we already have this little bull flag. And the most interesting part to me right here is that it looks identical, pretty much identical, right, to this part right here, where you get the small break. Right here, look, you see that green candle that popped out of there? Take a look at this right here, right? Because there seems to be repetition and patterns when it comes to the stock market, right? So you have this triangle, you have the breakout. So we have to wait and see what comes next. But I want to see some heavy volume, I want to see some shorts start to panic. And the cost to borrow fee is currently at around 38%, which is amazing. It's like, where did they get these shares after the whole FTX debacle? Because there was 4 days here where they didn't have any shares, and that's why you saw the fee just go insane. And somehow they found these shares to short, and brought the cost to borrow back down. But remember what the average is. The average is ranges from 0.3% to 3% per year. and you still have AMC sitting at 38%, coming down from 100% levels of cost of borrow on this website. 102%, I think it was one morning, not too long ago. So yeah, guys, I don't know what the shorts are waiting for, guys, but I think their theory is pretty much dead. 5 days to cover here. On Ortex, it says about 6 with 101 million shares. So if shorts start to scramble, guys, it's going to be fun and good for the apes, for the AMC shareholders. Because the last time this squeezed, when we saw the crazy price action, May 2021, June 2021, there was, I think, like 92 or 93 million shares on short interest. Right now, there's currently 101. So a lot of potential there. I'm holding, kicking back right now. And that's all I got to show you guys, okay? The main news, of course, is the 1 billion Amazon. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting couple weeks, and especially if the Feds, let me switch back. Especially if the Feds decides to become more hawkish and they don't want to raise interest rates as crazy as they were, I can see the market rebounding and trying to get its foot now instead of just constantly down, right? These little bear pops. So we're in a crazy spot right now, okay? It could be very volatile the next coming weeks. Also, during Christmas or during December, we usually get a Santa Claus rally. So I don't know, man. I mean, to me, AMC has a good range to move up. They have potential here coming soon. We bounced from the $5 lows and we're making our way up right now. So we'll have to wait and see. But other than that, guys, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving. Eat some good food, relax, have some drinks if you want, right? Spend some time with your primos, your tias, your tios, your aunts, your grandma, grandpa, whoever you get the chance to be with. Okay, this Thanksgiving. So thanks for coming by, guys. I'll see you in the next one.